Uncompromised beats.
One of mine was clowns.
Oh, I still have that. That's irrational.
Like now I grew out of it, but like as a kid, I got tortured and tormented so much by my older brother and sister that like I fucking legitimately hated clowns.
They tortured you with clowns?
Yeah, because my sister collected a lot of stuffed animals. So in her room, all 4 walls were covered up to here with like stuffed animals, and then she would have them hanging, and she had like clowns and shit like that. And I had to share a room with her, but then at night they would come and they would make these animals move, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's fucked up.
They would do a puppet show?
But I couldn't see. Yeah, it was so traumatizing. So
You're like, oh!
exactly it, dude.
Well, I'm still scared of clowns and porcelain dolls.
Still?
Yeah.
Wait, someone scared you with it?
They freaked me.
They're
No,
so
it's
little-
because
they're
remember
so
that
little.
movie It the Clown?
Yeah.
Yep. It has traumatized me ever since, and that's not. It's irrational, and it still lasts till to this day because it's a mental scar. So I know in a situation when I see a clown, I'm not gonna be like, ah! It's not gonna be that, but it makes me feel really
Like,
uncomfortable.
I'm gonna fucking sock Ronald McDonald. Fuck that.
Yeah, like if a
motherfucker.
clown came up to me and he wanted to hug me, and I told him not to, and he did not understand that, I would literally uppercut
the
fuck out of him
fucker.
because it's just because that childhood scar is still there. So It the Clown freaked me out so bad to the point where there was a lot of scenes where it fucked up with your everyday. So for example, like blood coming out the sink, something popping out of the fucking toilet and the shower. So for the longest time, I would shower with my eyes open. And you have any idea how painful that shit is?
I've done that. Freddy Krueger made me do that.
Yes. So you would shower with your fucking shampoo in your eyes. No.
Or you would just go like this and then just hope it doesn't fall down in your
Yeah, like shit like
And you have to
that.
wash your face real quick. You're like,
Yeah, and then he would come out of fucking books
I
and
actually
shit.
still
So
have that fear.
yeah.
I have to shower with my eyes open because I'm like, I don't know. But sometimes,
You
like,
do it every day?
yeah, like whenever I have to close my eyes, like, because the water's gonna get in, I'm like, okay, there's nothing there, there's nothing there, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Okay, good.
And then there was the Grudge too at that point where
That's what
where the
made
head
me
popped out at the back of the head and shit. So for a while I was shampooing like this just in case something couldn't pop out. So I do everything so where you gonna pop out?
That's crazy. I'm like the complete opposite. When I'm showering, I'm like, I'm the bait. Hopefully they come and get me. Someone come and get me because I'm gonna fucking gouge their eyes out. And no one ever comes and gets me in the shower.
I like to
That's because they're
relax.
scared of you, fool.
But I'm butt naked. I was thinking that someone would be like, oh, he has a juicy butt. And he's gonna try to come and get me, but no one ever comes.
you never had any child fear? Like
I had some fucking weird ass fears. I think I told you before. So growing up as a kid, I don't know why, I hated the colors red, yellow, and black next to each other. It scared the fuck out of me.
What about it?
What national flag is that?
I don't know.
red,
if
yellow, black,
Germany?
red, yellow, German?
Oh.
I don't know what it is. I think it's just because like where I at the time where I lived,
German. Oh.
me and my mom shared a room, and on the way to the bathroom, like she had like a couple of sweaters that she would hang next to each other, and I remember at night, like you have to walk past it. So as soon as it got time where I walked next to the wardrobe, I would just like close my eyes and just walk really fast into the bathroom because I got scared as fuck of those colors.
But what started that?
And it has to be
fear?
at night too. So like when I used to read like those books, those children's books with like coral snakes, which are black, red, and yellow, that was completely cool. But as soon as it was nighttime and I saw those colors next to each other, I would just get.
Well, where did it start from?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's something your mom did to you as a kid then that you can't remember.
I probably had to eat some.
And I also had a sword. So like once I got a sword, when I walked to the bathroom, I'd always walk to the bathroom with that sword, and I would like poke the little sweater, and then I would go and I would pee. Then after I was done, I'd walk by and like poke the sweaters again, and then I would go sleep.
I've never heard. I remember the story. I just never heard of anyone else saying that they were afraid of color.
That's weird.
It would definitely have to be something your mom fed you, dude. You probably had like spaghetti, ketchup, and 1,000-year-old egg.
Probably with some food.
Those 3 colors scared the fuck out of me. I don't know what it was.
An irrational fear for me growing up was I always felt that there was something or someone watching me. Always.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
It started because
What about right now? Do you think someone's like outside, like watching you?
no, I mean now I have that feeling still, but I kind of just try to ignore it. Like I don't let it control my life anymore. It all stemmed from me watching The Truman Show. And so when I watched that, I was like,
That was an awesome
I'm the main
movie.
character. Like, there's someone making a TV show out of my life right now.
Do you
I know
think?
it.
For you that fear though? Do you think that's a irrational fear? Or do you think it's a rational fear? Like meaning, irrational where it's like even if there was like let's say there literally was someone there, it's not gonna harm you in any way. Or do you think it's a rational fear where you actually feel like the person that's watching you is gonna end up hurting you somehow?
Yeah, it was a rational fear. I felt like I was gonna.
Die from it or something.
Yeah,
like
like
that.
I felt like someone was like stalking me my whole life, like waiting for the perfect moment to come and get me.
Damn, you think you're so special.
Yeah, I was like, why are you so important?
I think because of that movie though, somehow it made me feel like I was Truman.
That movie did a totally different thing to me.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this guy's brave. He broke through out of that shit.
I was really little when I saw it though, so I guess
Oh,
like
that makes
child.
sense.
Yeah.
Mind.
Child logic fucks
That
you
makes
up.
sense.
Yeah.
What were you afraid
That's
of,
true.
Jess?
I don't remember having any irrational fears. I just remember like the normal stuff, like being scared after a movie or whatever, or like running through the room in the dark. But one thing that I think I don't know if it was a fear, but it was like an anxiety that was irrational when I was a kid. I think it was slight OCD maybe, but I felt like I had to blink every time I crossed over a crack, or like you know when the sidewalk
OCD
when
for
the
sure.
when the sidewalk ends and the street begins, like anytime there's like a spacing, I had to do it. Otherwise, I felt like anxiety. So
Oh my
I
God.
don't, that's probably pretty irrational right there. But no like weird fears like colors or
Dude,
clowns.
if you
or
lived in LA, your eyes would just be shut the
Yeah.
whole time. Then.
Yeah.
I grew out of it at some point, but
It's going crazy, dude. Fuck LA, dude.
What about you, Joe?
I don't know if I had any irrational fear.
I feel like you're not afraid of shit.
I had a really big fear of going to the bathroom by myself because of like Bloody Mary and spirits and then going to sleep with the lights off. I just felt like as soon as the lights went off, all these spirits just surrounded my room. And then like my grandma always told me after midnight, it's the devil's hour. And
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
Yeah, and I was like, why do we give it to them though? I was like, why do we have to give it? I was like, why doesn't Jesus keep it? Yeah, why does he have to give it to him? He's supposed to be stronger, right? He goes, yeah, so you better go to sleep before it's midnight. And I'm like, oh fuck, it's almost midnight, I can't go to sleep. Yeah, that shit used to trip me out.
I used to be really scared of like the deep end of the pool because for some reason I felt like
Someone's watching you from down
no,
there.
no, I felt like a shark was gonna appear, and I was scared.
Cool. They don't like chlorine.
Huh?
They don't like chlorine.
I'm a child. You think I'm gonna put two and two together like that?
Yeah,
No,
I did too. I was like,
stupid.
fish won't survive here.
I was a
My
really
eyes are
dumb
dry as
kid.
fuck after I'm done swimming. Fish ain't gonna survive in here.
I used to think they were gonna pull me down or something. Oh, and that's another like a Mexican fear that was instilled in
Mexican
me.
fears?
Yeah, was
Run out of
that?
tortillas.
No, was that if you're
That is
fat?
a fear. Tortillas are like white rice to Asian. That's
know,
a
that's
fear.
all.
Pretty
You
big
don't want to
fear.
run out.
That's a fear.
No, the Mexican one was if I misbehaved that day, that there was gonna be someone to come under my bed that was gonna pull my legs and like rip my legs off. So I would sleep like this all the
Like
time.
pull the sockets
People are
off.
fucked
Like
up.
the-
What kind of
They would
saying
like
is that?
pull my legs off.
Oh shit.
I don't know why.
If you don't finish your food, somebody's gonna stab your eyes out. What kind of Mexican saying? That's
We
crazy.
had like the boogeyman, the cucuy, so they'd be like, oh, if you don't behave.
Yeah, but the boogeyman didn't have any murderous attributes. It's just the boogeyman is going to get you.
Yeah,
He's gonna scare
you
you.
just
But see, with the
scared.
Mexican one, he's gonna gut you and use your intestines as a fucking.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
Well, my family must have like
Took
taken
it up a
it.
notch.
Yeah, they took it up a notch and say they were gonna pull my legs
Okay.
off.
Maybe you were an asshole kid and you weren't faced with the cucuy, you know? Like they told you
I was.
cucuy and you were like, whatever.
Cucuy is
They
a,
were
is a
like-
nut in Hawaii, though. That's interesting.
So guys bust cucuys?
Oh, you bust all kinds of cucuys.
You know the traditional Hawaiian poke, the salt one? They have a little bit of grated kukui nut in there, and if you have too much of it, it gives you diarrhea.
I think one thing that helped me cope with all of that was the sword. So since I got into kung fu, my mom,
You still have the fucking
I had a sword, and then I used to sleep. So I had a bunk bed, and I used to sleep on the top one by myself. And then so I would keep the sword next to my bed all the time. And then when it's time to pee in the middle of the night, I would get my sword in my PJs, and I would climb down, go take a piss, and then climb back. And I had that sword with me all the time.
cute. Would you be more afraid to sleep on the top bunk or the bottom bunk?
I wanted the bottom bunk, but my mom told me to sleep on the top one for some reason.
I think I would be more afraid to sleep on the bottom if there's a top one.
Because I love sleeping at the bottom one because I would get a towel and I would stuff it underneath the top
Oh,
one,
you
so it's like
straighten
my
it.
little,
Yeah.
it's like my little tent.
Yeah.
Well, I had a bunk bed and I slept in the bottom.
You know, when I was scared of the dark, my dad, because my dad.
You're not scared of the dark anymore?
No, I know how I got rid of my fear of being scared of the dark. It was like 100-something degrees in Sacramento. Like at night, it was like around 80 or something. I was so fucking hot because I would hide in the blanket and I always had this little air hole. I did that too. And like every now and then,
spirits at night?
you would come out for air every now and then. And it was so fucking hot. I literally said it and I was like, if you're gonna kill me, just kill me. It was so hot. and I woke up and I was okay. And it dispelled the fear. I was like,
Kill me, just do it.
yeah, because it
You
was
have a
so-
nightlight?
The nightlight didn't mean shit. It just made things more scary looking.
Compromise beats.